Hey guys, it's me Ellie, and today I'm going to be doing a Pokemon Gen 8 discussion video. Now, quite a long time ago we were showed the trailer for Gen 8 and the brand new Pokemon games called Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. I'm definitely going to buy Pokemon Sword, but they won't be out for quite a while until late 2019. So today I'm going to be discussing what I know about Gen 8 so far, and also what I hope is going to happen in the anime, and also a few things that will happen in the game. So don't forget to click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. In case you're wondering why I'm wearing a coat, it's because I just played some Pokemon Go not too long ago. I'm going to do a Pokemon Go video very, very soon. I'm not entirely sure when, but it will definitely be within the next 2 weeks. So look out for that. Okay, so the things that we basically noticed from the trailer, if you haven't seen the trailer already, I will show it at the end of this video. So I liked the animation of like the battles. So when you like bump into a trainer, it shows a little like animation, and then when you bump into a wild Pokemon, it also shows quite a cool animation there, like it actually jumps out at you. And when you do bump into a wild Pokemon, you bump into a wild Pikachu, so obviously you can find wild Pikachu there, and the trainer that you have uses a Esper to battle with, so it isn't giving away any new Pokemon. Also, near the end of the trailer, it shows a bunch of different Pokemon using attacks, including Lucario, Tyranitar. You also catch a Wishy-Washy, and it just has multiple different Pokemon using attacks, but it doesn't give away any new Pokemon. So clearly there will be some old Pokemon there. Now, going over some more basics is the fact that the region is called the Galar region, and it is based off the United Kingdom, and we also got like a sort of giant kind of view of it, so we got to look from it from the bottom to the top, and it looks very cool. It's packed with lots of stuff, snowy mountains at the top, some kind of like Colosseum like on the bottom right, so not entirely sure what that is, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. What we were also shown was the design for the characters in the game. They will most likely be a hint to the characters in the anime. Sometimes they aren't, but most of the time they are. So those characters may look like Ash or any of his travelling companions in the anime, if any of you guys watch that. And also, the main thing at the very, very end of the trailer, we were shown 3 brand new Pokemon, being Scorbunny the Fire type, Grookey the Grass type, and Sobble the Water type. So, I think my favourite is probably Grookey, but I also quite like Scorbunny. I don't really like Sobble that much. I know a lot of people do like him, but I don't know, his face just looks so weird, and I don't really like that kind of colour blue. So I'm not really that keen on him, but he is pretty cool. He'll probably be cool in the anime, of course I have no idea. And also, which is the thing that everyone is glad about, is the fact that gyms have finally returned, because after Sun and Moon they just had Z Crystals and Z Moves and Trials instead of gyms, and it was just, like, it kind of spoiled the whole Pokemon anime really, in my opinion. So I'm just glad to see gyms are back, and we also got to look at one gym. I think it was a gym, unless it was the Pokemon League, but it was one of those two, where at the top it had like a little kind of grass symbol similar to the Meridian City gym kind of symbol that Ash won during his battle against Giovanni. So, not entirely sure if that is a gym, because I doubt they would make the symbol the same as the one in Kanto. But they have done a lot of Kanto remakes, so I'm not entirely sure about that. Another thing that hasn't been proven yet. Alright, so I think that's pretty much all that we were shown in the trailer. Like I said, I'll show you the trailer at the end of the video if you haven't seen it already. So now I'm going to talk about the things that I would like to see in the games, in the anime, and also things that I would like to see like over everything, so not just Gen 8, but over all of the generations. So the first thing is that Ash meets a like sort of old travelling companion. So this is in the anime. Preferably, I want him to reunite with Serena, because, like, who doesn't want him to meet Serena again? Because, I mean, she kissed him on the very, second to last episode, so everyone just wants her to come back, and I really, really do, so I hope that he bumps into Serena, because Kalos is based off of France, and France is, like, right next to the United Kingdom, so maybe she'll come back, but I'm not entirely sure. She could still be in Hoenn. I doubt she'll be in Hoenn for like that long, but she might. Um, the next thing that I would like to see is actually a brand new evolution. So in I believe it was Kalos, we got introduced to the fairy type evolution of Eevee Sylveon, and in generation 1, 2, 3, and 4, we were introduced into different new ones. We didn't get like told to any new ones in Gen 7 or Gen 5, but maybe in Gen 8 we'll get a new evolution. I kind of want a steel or dragon type because I just think that'd be quite cool. Like a dragon type evolution of Eevee would be really powerful. And the steel type would also be pretty cool. I've seen some art styles for a steel type, and it does look like it could be quite cool. So I'm hoping one of those, maybe even a rock type evolution of Eevee, I don't know. But I do hope that we do get a new evolution of Eevee no matter what type it is. Maybe even a flying type evolution, although I doubt that's going to happen. The next thing that I want to see is, again with the anime, Ash like sort of meets with his old Pokemon. So he like asks Professor Oak to bring some back. Maybe actually, I think we haven't seen. Oh, what's it called? I always forget its name. Oh, Infernape, that's it. We haven't seen Infernape for quite a while, so I'm kind of hoping that Ash does bring Infernape back. And also, another thing is that he somehow, I'm not entirely sure how he would do this, but somehow find Greninja and like use his Ash Greninja powers in the Gen 8 League. Or maybe just like in any gen, I want him to find Greninja after it's sorted out with the Kalos crisis. So yeah, I just desperately want them to find Greninja and also Serena and bring back some of his old Pokemon. I just really want him to do that. So the final thing I think that I'm going to say is the graphics of Pokemon XY and XYZ. I also want to go to Gen 8 because, like, you have to admit the XYZ graphics were just incredible. And also the I Choose You movie and the Power of Us movie, the graphics were really, really good. So if they don't use the XYZ graphics, then at least use one of those two movies. And if you didn't know, there is a brand new Pokemon movie coming out called Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. So basically, it's just the very first Pokemon movie remade, but in CGI, which means that Ash, Misty, and Brock look very odd, and I'm not keen on the movie that's coming out whatsoever. So I'm not looking forward to the movie. Actually, speaking of movies, I did see Detective Pikachu. I think it was the day before yesterday. And that is quite a good film. It's not really that child friendly compared to the other movies, but it is a very, very good film, and it's got some really funny moments in it, that's for sure. Especially with Psyduck. I won't give too much away, but one of the main characters' Pokemon is Psyduck, and that is very, very funny. So, yeah, I recommend you watch that if you haven't seen it already. It is a very, very good film. So I think I've covered pretty much everything in Gen 8. But there are a few more things I would like to see sort of like over every single episode of Pokemon. This next one is kind of like for the last episode of Pokemon, but I definitely really want to see this. Now it is a bit of a stretch, but I do really hope it comes true. But I would like for all of Ash's travelling companions, like Misty, Brock, Maymax, Storm, like just everyone to like rejoin, and maybe all of them like have a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve, and the Sun and Moon Gang will have Z moves, and like they just all use their strongest attack, and they like I don't know take down Team Rocket or something, like a giant, like maybe they take down Mecha Mewtwo in the very final episode. I don't know, but I just hope that all of them reunite to like do something really big on the last episode. I highly doubt that will happen if Pokemon does ever end, but I just really hope it does. The next thing, now this can apply to Gen 8, but considering Pokemon probably never ending, I doubt this is going to happen. Ash finally winning the league. Now everyone wants that to happen. He got really close in Kalos, but sadly he lost to Olan despite using a giant golden water shuriken. He still lost Blast Burn, and I'm so annoyed about that. But I doubt he's going to win in Sun and Moon either, considering we already know there's a Gen 8 coming out. So basically, I just really hope he wins in a league sometime soon, and overall becoming a Pokemon Master, of course. That's his #1 goal, becoming a Pokemon Master. And again, I just hope that will happen. I'm pretty sure that will happen though, because like, it's the whole part of the series for that to happen. Okay, so I think I've covered everything over Gen 8 and just everything over the whole entire anime. So now all that's left is to show you the trailer. So if you have already seen it, you can see it again if you want to, but you can just cut off the end of the video if you have seen the trailer. But if you haven't, then by all means keep watching it. Just to remind you, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. Maybe leave a comment down below if on your hopes of Gen 8 or just anything. And after the trailer, I will see you later today for probably a Pokemon crap video or an AMV, depending on which I decide to do first. So I will see you then.